Good afternoon. We'll just give a brief moment to clear the waiting room and make sure that folks have connected to audio. Good afternoon. This is the voting hearing of the licensing board for the city of Boston. Today is Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. Today's hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the city of Boston's website. While the public is encouraged to attend, no additional testimony will be accepted today. We'll begin with the license premise inspection hearing, which occurred yesterday, Tuesday, April 30th, 2024. Item number 1, Boston Ballroom Corporation doing business as Royale, located at 279 Tremont Street. Date of the incident, December 13th, 2023. Assault and battery, employee on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And failure to call 911 in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.14b.
Sorry about that. Reviewing the video and listening to the testimony on Tuesday, the allegation was that the patron instigated the bouncer. I don't think this was an appropriate response under any circumstances. So I do see a violation for the assault and battery employee on patron. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were taking them separately. You want it separately or?
No, I'll do the next one, because I have a couple more comments. As far as the failure to call 911, I don't see a violation there. The staff, in my opinion, was fully cooperative after the fact. I don't think they're aware at in the moment that this was something that required them to call 911. So I don't see a violation for that.
So I had a violation on both. And then with regard to the first one, the only thing I wanted to add, I agree with your comments. The thing I wanted to add was, they essentially are alleging a self-defense, that the bouncer did hit the alleged victim, but it was self-defense. And I really feel like if you're going to allege a bouncer is acting in self-defense, we need to hear direct testimony. And that was one of my big problems during the hearing. So I had a violation on both, and that's all I can say, I guess.
Commissioner Saxon, any comments?
Yeah, I mean, certainly a verbal assault like that is unacceptable on the patron's part, but we don't want to allow bouncers to be able to use physical means in response. So I do find a violation. I thought the assault was pretty, I thought the response would have riled suspicions enough to have called for the establishment to have called the police. So and I do feel like there have been enough other matters previously with them where we have told them to call the police, even if there's a question. So okay. I think they have been notified enough about their requirement to call the police.
So sounds like we are unanimous on a violation on the assault and battery, the employee on patron. Failure to call 911. Chairwoman Joyce, you find no violation there?
Yes, but okay. I concede with their comments that I value their comments, so that's fine. I also do want to note for the public and for the record that they did upgrade their video system and have reinforced with staff the training and took this person off the schedule immediately. So I do appreciate their work to make things right and to retrain their staff. Does not change the violation, but my disposition for that would be, my vote would be for a warning.
So I think warnings are appropriate.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah.
Warning on each as two separate warnings, or warning for the totality of the incident?
Probably two separate. Because I think
they're different things.
Yeah, I respect the commissioner's comments about the failure to call the police. It's something we really are encouraging licensees to do when in doubt, call the police.
Right, so a violation on both counts with a warning for each, and it will be noted that the chair found no violation for the failure to call 911. Item number 2 was not heard yesterday and will be rescheduled to the next available hearing date. Item number 3, 1732 Center Street, Inc., doing business as West, located at 1732 to 1736 Center Street in West Roxbury. Date of the incident was December 1st, 2023. Assault and battery, patron on employee in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. Assault and battery employee on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And assault and battery patron on patron in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A.
I see no violation
I
here.
agree.
I agree.
Item number 4, Elasti Corp. doing business as Napper Tandy's, located at 4187 to 4195 Washington Street in Roslindale. Date of the incident, December 5th, 2023. Overdose on premise ×2 in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, Chapter 94C, and Board's Rule 1.13.
I see a violation here for overdose. I think it should have been foreseeable that this could happen with the way they were monitoring the bathrooms. The lack of monitoring of bathrooms.
Yeah, the one thing that got me over the line for a violation here is that they've actually had, it wasn't recently,
Right.
was with the same management group, so it wasn't like there was any lack of continuity there. They've had a previous sick assist for an overdose, so.
Yeah,
I think maybe it was the first time it would be a lot to hang on them, but not in the totality of the circumstances, so.
I agree.
and the last one was back
That
in
was
2019, right?
The sick assist was 2018.
Oh, 2018. So my vote would be for
Sorry, 19.
warning here.
I agree.
Yeah,
Sorry, what was that? Was a warning we said?
Mhm.
Right, violation of the warning. Item number 5, Big Night Venues Boston 4 LLC, doing business as Scorpion Bar and Restaurant The Grand, located at 25 Northern Ave. Date of the incident, December 17th, 2023. Assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, patron on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 15A.
This licensee uses the Evolve security system, which we've been told is one of the, or which we know to be one of the most state-of-the-art security systems. That being said, it malfunctioned. Knowing that this security system malfunctioned, they had a secondary system in place and they missed the firearm. I see a violation here. I think it doesn't matter how good your security system is. It's foreseeable that someone could get in with a gun if it malfunctions. So I think they did what they could do, but they did miss this firearm, and I believe it was a foreseeability factor here.
I agree, it's foreseeable, I think they assessed that it was foreseeable. I did feel like they were, you know, in the first instance, they were putting in an honest effort to try to detect weapons. And then when it happened, I felt they acted very appropriately, so I was more on the side of no violation, but not that I wasn't concerned about their failure to detect when using the wand. So maybe my point of focus would be on training with those wands and even with the Evolve in all the systems they're using, just to make sure they're being used properly. Because I know that they said that the gun was polymer, but I mean, it feels to me that all the bullets would have been detected by proper wanding, so I don't know. I'm very close on it, but I did feel like when they got the report that a gun had been brandished, they really acted quite appropriately, so I felt like I wanted to give them credit for that part of the situation, so that's where I was at.
I actually agree that it would have been foreseeable to have something to slip by, since there was malfunction there. You know, maybe there's correspondence that talks about, you know, proper wanding training, but
Yeah, I mean, I see where you both, I think my vote was for a warning, and with correspondence from the board. I don't think this was something that was so, I mean, it's a serious thing that a gun got in, for absolutely, for sure. And I agree with Commissioner Curran that they, you know, have proper training in place and they had a backup thing, but I still think the fact that a gun got in a crowded room full of people, it's foreseeable should something break. So listening to both of you, I would vote for a first warning with correspondence. I think there are some mitigating factors here and that can be taken into consideration should this happen again, but I still think my vote would be for a first warning.
I can agree with those comments, it being a, you know, a cited first warning. And, you know, the factors maybe mitigating for the next time.
Yeah,
Hopefully there is no next time, but
right.
yeah.
This is very unusual circumstances.
hopefully they stay.
Hopefully, yeah. Yeah,
So Commissioner Curran, with all that said, do you find a violation or your vote is still for no violation?
Yeah, I think I'm convinced that, you know, the seriousness of, you know, sometimes you have to weigh kind of the seriousness of it as far as what the efforts were. And even though I was hesitant, I think that the failure with the wanding is maybe, you know, if they're not using that properly, that is a failure. So I'm on the side of a violation, sorry.
Violation with a warning and correspondence, outlining the importance of training staff and security protocol, especially should their system malfunction. Item number 6, Big Night Venues, Boston 4 LLC, doing business as Scorpion Bar and Restaurant The Grand, located at 25 Northern Ave. Date of the incident, December 17th, 2023, indecent assault and battery, patron on employee, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
we did receive a lot of video on this. I reviewed it. I did not see a violation.
Yeah, I had no violation as well.
Did not see it, thank you. No violation.
Item number 7, ATG Inc., doing business as Cleary's, located at 331 to 335 Columbus Ave. Date of the incident, December 17th, 2023. Assault and battery, employee on patron, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A, and uncooperative with police in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.10A and B.
I would actually like to schedule them to come back. There was no video, there's no victim, there's no eyewitnesses. We did have the affidavit, but I do have a couple questions for that person that I would like an opportunity for them to come before us again and answer them.
Sounds good.
A second hearing will be scheduled. Item number 8, Grove Hall Food Corp., doing business as Grove Hall Convenience Market, located at 479 Blue Hill Ave in Dorchester. Date of the incident, February 26th, 2024. Assault and battery, patron on patron in rear parking lot, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Chapter 265, Section 13A. And overcrowding, mechanical count 70, capacity 16, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F.
I see no violation for the assault and battery in the parking lot. I see a violation for the overcrowding.
I agree.
Great.
And my vote would be for a first warning for the overcrowding.
I agree.
I agree.
No violation of the assault and battery, violation with a first warning for the overcrowding. Item number 9, Grove Hall Food Corp., doing business as Grove Hall Convenience Market, located at 479 Blue Hill Ave in Dorchester. Date of the incident, March 30th, 2024. Bottle service in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64. Overcrowding, 50, found on mechanical count, capacity 16, in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.03J and 1.06A and F. And blocked fire exits in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64, and Board's Rule 1.06A.
For the bottle service, I see no violation.
I agree.
And I see a violation for the overcrowding and for the block fire exit.
I started the same way.
I agree.
So this would now be the second violation for overcrowding. And if there is another one before they get their capacity changed, that may result in them being shut down. And a first warning for the blocked fire exits.
Good.
So a second warning on the overcrowding and a first warning on the block fire exits.
Yes.
Great. And item number 10, Fogo de Chao Churrascaria Boston LLC, doing business as Fogo de Chao Churrascaria, located at 200 Dartmouth Street. Date of the incident, December 25th, 2023. intoxicated underage patron on premise in violation of Mass General Laws, Chapter 138, Section 64.
I see no violation here. There was no evidence that this girl ordered an alcoholic drink or was served an alcoholic drink, or that the licensee knew she was drinking an alcoholic drink.
Yeah, I didn't get there, the way, especially the way it was written up, intoxicated underage patron. I just didn't get that.
I agree.
No violation. Moving on to the transactional hearing, which occurred this morning, Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. Item number 1, 94 Shirley Street, Boss LLC, doing business as South Boston Bites, located at 94 Shirley Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to change the operating hours to 6 a.m. to 2 a.m.
I really appreciate the licensee's work on their security and operations plan. It was helpful. They walked me through it, walked all of us through it. My vote is to approve the change in hours.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 2, Selhigh Family Group LLC, doing business as McDonald's, located at 360 Western Ave, has petitioned to change the closing hour to 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. for the indoor lobby and 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. for delivery only through the drive-thru.
My vote is to approve the extension of hours, the amendment to their hours.
Yes, do we integrate the lights out and no speakers on? Cause I thought that was an important point. So,
For the patrons,
this is the drive-through and they agree to shut the exterior lights off and
yeah, I think that's a great idea.
not have the drive-through speaker operable. So the drivers would just drive straight up to the window.
Commissioner
Sure.
Saxon, you agree?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I agree.
Great, so add a condition that the drive-through lights and speakers will be turned off at 1 a.m. Great.
Mhm.
Thank you. Item number 3, Selhigh Family Group LLC, doing business as McDonald's, located at 540 Commonwealth Ave, has petitioned to change the closing hours of the licensed business to from 5:30 to 2 a.m. for the indoor lobby and 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. for delivery only, with pickups in the lobby.
I vote to approve the change in hours.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 4, Selhigh and Sons Associates 1 LLC, doing business as McDonald's Restaurant, located at 1223 Commonwealth Ave in Alston, has petitioned to change the hours to 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the indoor lobby and 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. for delivery only in the vestibule.
My vote is to approve. My comments are that I do think these applications will serve our third shift workers and enhance the late night economy. It is incumbent on the licensee to make sure these third-party deliveries are not double and triple parking. I think they do have a reasonable plan in place, but they need to monitor that. They need to continue to monitor that.
I second and agree on approving.
I agree.
Items 5 and 7, Delta Airlines Inc., doing business as Delta Sky Club, located at Logan Airport Terminal E in East Boston. This is a common victual license and a club airport alcoholic beverages license, petitioning to amend the description of the licensed business to: premise consists of a total 27,100 square feet that will be used as a Delta Sky Club at 20,763 square feet, and a Delta One Lounge of 6,337 square feet, including assembly space with a bar, lounge, and dining areas, and a commercial kitchen.
I vote to approve. Yes, that's all we need, right?
I do as well.
I agree.
Item number 6, Wonder Boston LLC, doing business as Wonder Museum, located at 2 Avenue de Lafayette. It's petition to change the manager to Giancarlo Natale.
I vote to approve Mr. Natali as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 8, Backstreet Boston Lessee LLC, doing business as Kimpton Onyx Hotel, located at 155 Portland Street, has petitioned to amend the description of the licensed business to, in whole of said building, being a 60,790 square foot hotel with 12 floors, including reception, lobby and lobby bar, storage rooms, meeting room, pantry and pantry prep rooms, and 112 guest rooms with a total of 2 entrances and 4 exits. Also to include an annual private outdoor patio of 684 square feet with a closing hour of 12 a.m. Secondly, has also petitioned to change the DBA to Pennyweight Hotel.
I vote to approve the amendment in the description, and to approve the outdoor patio as well as the DBA.
I agree.
I agree.
Item number 9 will be continued to the May 22nd transactional hearing. Item number 10, PQT Inc., doing business as Green Gardens Liquor and Deli, located at 35 West Milton Street in Hyde Park, has petitioned to transfer the license to VJ Partners Inc., doing business as Green Gardens Liquor and Deli at the same location. Vidilson Pina, manager, 11 p.m. closing hour, and has petitioned to update the description of the premise to: the premise to be licensed is located on the ground floor of a 2-story standalone building with 1 room on the ground floor and basement for storage, with 1 entrance in the front, 1 exit on the side, and 1 exit in the rear.
I vote to approve the transfer and to approve Mr. Pina as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve. And I approve the update to this description.
I vote to approve as well.
I agree.
Item number 11, 100 Stewart Street LLC, doing business as Metro, located at 100 Stewart Street, has petitioned to transfer the license to Big House LLC, doing business as Basement at the same location. Michael Nachman, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour, and has requested bottle service to be provided at 5 tables in the lounge area.
Vote to approve the transfer, the addition of the bottle service, in the 2 a.m. closing hour.
I vote to approve the application.
I agree.
Item number 12, Ash and Ben LLC, doing business as Sushi Capo, located at 86 Peterborough Street, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to OMI Symphony Inc., doing business as OMI Korean Grill, located at 267 Huntington Ave. Shui Yuan Zhang, manager, and also petitioned to change the closing hour to 1 a.m.
I vote to approve the transfer. And Mr. Zhang as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve. And I also vote to approve the change in hours.
I agree.
Great.
Item 13, Laura's Place Inc., located at 688A Columbia Road in Dorchester, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to the Pearl Group at Boston Landing LLC, doing business as The Pearl, located at 67 to 69 Guest Street. Mika Winder, manager, and also has petitioned to change the closing hour to 2 a.m.
I vote to approve the transfer. I believe Ms. Winder is already an approved manager of record. But if not, I vote to approve her as manager of record and also to approve the change in closing hour.
I agree.
Great.
Item 14, Faux on Thayer LLC, doing business as Faux on Thayer, located at 11 Thayer Street in Roxbury, has petitioned to transfer the license and the location to No on Seaport LLC, doing business as No on Seaport, located at 117 Seaport Boulevard. Niral Patel, manager, 2 a.m. closing hour, and has petitioned to pledge the license and inventory to Northern Bank. Again, this reappeared on our agenda to approve additional beneficial interest holders.
So we already approved this, Danny?
That is correct.
Okay.
And item 15, Just Bookish LLC, doing business as Just Bookish, located at 1463 to 1467 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester, has applied for a common victular 7-day wines and malt beverages license. Manager Justin Broderick, closing time 9 p.m.
I vote to approve a license at this location. I believe they established the public need for this type of license and this concept. The approval would be pending the availability of one for which they qualify. I also vote to approve Mr. Broderick as manager of record. I believe he has the appropriate character and fitness to serve.
I agree.
I agree to all.
Moving on to non-hearing transactions, the following have applied for a new common victular license at a previously licensed location. Item 1, 273 Huntington Ave Inc., doing business as Boston Halal, located at 273 Huntington Ave. Manager Niral Patel, hours of operation 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 2, Mission Hill Donuts LLC, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts, located at 1443 Tremont Street in Mission Hill. Manager Mark Pesci, hours of operation 5 a.m. to 10 p.m.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
Item 3, Mission Hill Donuts LLC, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts, located at 37 South Huntington Ave in Jamaica Plain. Manager Mark Pesci, hours of operation 5 AM to 10 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
I agree.
And item 4, J Stew Coffee Company LLC, located at 7 Pond Street in Jamaica Plain. Manager Jeb Taylor, hours of operation 7 AM to 3 PM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
The following have applied to make changes to their existing common victular license. Item 1, Cafe Dark LLC, doing business as Cafe Dark, located at 40 Beach Street, has petitioned to change the closing hour from 10 PM to 11 PM.
Vote to approve.
I agree.
Great.
Items 2 and 3, East Boston Donuts LLC, sorry, 2, 3, and 4. East Boston Donuts LLC, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts at 356 Bennington Street in East Boston. Bennington Street Donuts LLC, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts at 951 Bennington Street in East Boston. And Maverick Square Donuts LLC, doing business as Dunkin' Donuts at 13 to 15 Maverick Street in East Boston, have all petitioned to change the manager to Andrew Condon.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Great.
The following have applied to make changes to their existing lodging house license. Items 1 through 7, the Dudley Inn Limited Partnership, with locations at 430 Dudley Street, 432 Dudley Street, 434 Dudley Street, 436 Dudley Street, 81 Westland Ave, 23 to 25 Alaska Street, and 1202 Commonwealth Ave have all petitioned to change the manager to Thomas Nee.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
And the board has before them a list of applications for special one-day alcoholic beverages licenses, which have been administratively reviewed by staff and approved by the board. And there are 2 items for vote on old and new business. Item 1, Fan Hall MV Restaurant LLC, doing business as Margaritaville, located at 300 Faneuil Hall Marketplace, is requesting to sell alcoholic beverages on Sundays beginning at 10 AM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Great.
And item 2, Via Veneto Restaurant Inc., doing business as Filippo Ristorante and Ducali Pizzeria and Bar at 283 Causeway Street, is also requesting the sale of alcoholic beverages on Sundays beginning at 10 AM.
I vote to approve.
I agree.
Great.
Thank you. Those are all of the items before the board today, so that will adjourn this afternoon's voting hearing. Thank you all and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.